All right, y'all watching? Are y'all paying attention? Now, the other day, I know y'all seen the video with Charleston White, and you got a female out here go by the name of, if I ain't mistaken, Princella Clark. All right, fellas, let me break this down to y'all and get straight to the point. See what you dealing with in the black community with these modern black women having all this hatred for black men. No one understands something, that these are the women who have chose poorly. These are the women who have had children with men and the relationship didn't work. Now they're single mothers. These are the women who are taking their own personal anger and hatred and resentment towards the men that they've been with. And now they want to concoct all this bull crap and say that it's all men. You have a female by the name of Princella Clark who's trying to trash black men. And she's wrote a book or whatever the case may be, saying that men are incapable of love. Now, I want y'all to think about how crazy that sounds. Said that men are incapable of love. All right, what you dealing with here? One, we're going to speak on resentment. You have a lot of these modern BWs who have had kids with men out of wedlock. And they hold a lot of resentment towards this men for the simple fact that they got pregnant. See, you got a lot of females out here that's mothers, but don't want to be mothers. You got a lot of females out here that's mothers, but don't want to be mothers. And they resent the man for the choice that they made and got pregnant. Not only do they resent the man for getting pregnant, they also resent the man because they feel like the man have more freedom than them. This resentment turns into hatred. So now you got this female by the name of Princella Clark who playing this fake intelligent role. What she's doing, she's trying to take the natural biology of man and transmogrify that into something else and say that men are not capable of love. No one understands something. Each and every one of you out there that's married, you got a husband. If you get sick to the point where you need somebody to wipe your ass, it's going to be your husband that's going to take care of you. And trust me, it take a lot of love to do that. See, even Charleston White said, love is not about what you can give, it's about what you can take. And that's a true statement if you was raised in a family structure. When you love somebody, you will endure and put up with a lot of shit simply because you love them. See, these females, like Priscilla Clark or whatever her name is, see, her relationship didn't work. She don't have a man. She's been married, now she's divorced, or whatever the case may be. She's a lonely, single female with hatred and resentment towards the men that she's been with. So now she want to take this hatred and this resentment and try to concoct it and turn it into something else, then try to use knowledge and try to say that the biology of man, based on the biology of man, a man is not capable of love. Listen, that's the biggest bunch of bullshit that I've ever heard in my life. No one understands something. Love is action. I love my wife, and I promise you, I'm not going to let my wife go without. I'm not going to let my wife be in the dark. I'm not going to let my wife go without food, water, shelter, clothing, simply because I love her. And based on the fact that I love her, I'm going to have action behind that. Those are my capabilities of love and showing my love. Listen, fellas, don't listen and get caught up in all this bullshit that these people doing on YouTube. These are angry black women. None of them are married. They all made bad decisions, had children out of wedlock, can't hold down a relationship. These women have hatred, anger, and resentment towards the men that they've been with. So they have took all this shit and concocted and put it all in one bucket and try to say that it's all black men. These modern black women are in competition with the masculine. I even heard this female try to make a statement and say, and try to use masculinity, try to use examples, try to say that fire is masculine energy. And what do fire do? Fire destroys things and tear up things. Yeah, if it's not dealt with and treated correctly and properly. But no one understands something. Fire is masculine energy, and try to live your life without fire. See, when you turn on that gas stove or you turn on that stove, it takes fire to heat it up so you can cook your food and fill your belly and get your nourishments. When you got that hot water heat in your house and you running that heat, see, it's a little spark of fire under that hot water heater, boom, that kicks it in so that you can stay warm. You understand what I'm saying? Fire is masculine energy. And without fire, this life or this world wouldn't even sustain. The sun itself is fire. And without the sun, this whole planet would die off. Nothing would sustain. We would go back into a dark ages. We would go back into our ice ages without that masculine energy. You got these females out here getting caught up in all this bull crap, listening to this bullshit, bull crap, calling this woman the queen. Listen, fellas, only thing this is, these are angry females who made terrible decisions. They chose poorly. And the only thing they want to do is just hear somebody talking against black men. And they all for it, calling this female the president. Literally trying to say that men are not capable of love. When we all know that that's bullshit. Have you ever seen a woman give birth? When my child was born, I was right there in the hospital. I watched it from the beginning to the end. I literally seen my child come out of the womb. And when my child came out of the womb, I instantly experienced and felt love that I had never experienced and felt before. A grown man, it literally brought tears to my eyes because I knew that this was the love of my life. And I knew that I had to love this child with every and all that I had. So men are capable of love. Message!